Welcome to this week's episode of the Rank 'em Podcast. I'm Garrett Seawright. You can find a podcast on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Rank 'em Podcast. You can find me on Twitter at Garrett Seawright. Joining me as always, great friend of the show and half of the Rank 'em Podcast.
Hey, there we go.
Is Don Garwood.
More than just a friend.
Let me tell you about my acquaintance. He joins me for a podcast every Thursday.
Like a friend with benefits.
Not how you should phrase that.
And today's benefit is I'm drinking your beer.
Drinking a beer. There's a TikTok of a guy who phrases things wrong, and I love it. He's like, I film the Catholic church services. I'm a mass shooter. No. That's not what we call that. And you saying that is...
No, we're friends. And
we're friends with benefits.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you help me out, sometimes I help you out. Friends with benefits.
Yeah, please stop saying it like that. He's bi. You know, he's bipolar. No. Bi is not what that means. I call everybody who's bipolar bi.
Sometimes I get really depressed. I have Down syndrome.
Down syndrome. No. He's like, I just get really sad sometimes. I got Down syndrome. No, that's depression. So today, we're trying something a little new. We're into experimenting.
Yeah.
We'll do anything once or 8 times.
Exactly.
So today, Don and I are going to be ranking separate lists, and but we don't know what the other one's doing.
Right. Like I'm going to hear his number 5 here in a minute, but I'm not going to know what his list is about.
And he's going to try to guess.
Until I start to piece together his 5 and 4 and 3 and combine them eventually. When we talked about it a little bit, when are we actually going to start guessing? You wanted me to hold my guess until after
I feel like
4?
You know what? Now that I think about it, if you feel like you've got a guess,
I'm going to give a guess whether I have it or not.
Yeah, I was going to say like maybe you only get 4 guesses or something, so you can't guess.
Do you have an honorable mention?
I have 2 honorable mentions.
I have 1 at the moment. I'll probably think of another.
Okay. So do you want to do that? We've got 4 guesses.
Okay.
So you can't just be peppering after.
Is one of your guesses automatically after number 1-0? So you have 3 guesses and
No.
Okay.
You got to save them.
I can feel it.
You got to if you want to burn your guesses.
Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
Okay. So your number 5.
My number 5 is Oscar Mayer.
Okay. Is it spelled Oscar?
Yeah.
Meyер?
Mayer.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Oscar Mayer, solidly number 5. Enjoy it.
So my number 5, and I'm finding that I need to write these down.
I was going to say, I just typed onto my computer, Don's list 5. So I'm not going to do them again. Tell me again.
Number 5, Larry Bird.
All right. You like Larry, huh? At 5 feels low. Whatever your list is.
No matter
what you're ranking.
What if it's
you could be doing flavors of Jell-O.
What if it's
I think Larry Bird at 5 is low.
What if it's my least favorite Celtics?
That's low.
Listen, he should be number 1 right after Bob fucking Cousy.
I've never hated anyone more than I hate Bob Cousy.
And that's because of Marcus.
Right, I just mean video game Bob Cousy.
Right.
He's 5'8" and playing in 1950. Couldn't dribble with his left hand, but he's not. But he's supposed to believe in 2020.
He's
putting 58.
More athletic than Russell Westbrook.
Right, he's putting 58 on the board. No, thank you. I am not buying that for a moment. So Don's got Larry Bird at 5,
and you have
Oscar
Mayer.
Yeah. Coming in at my number 4 is Ace Hardware.
Ace Hardware at 4.
Ace Hardware.
Oscar Mayer at 5.
Oscar Mayer at 5. Ace Hardware at 4.
So you told me that yours weren't going to be intentionally trying to trick me.
They're not.
Because I really don't see a connection here.
And you probably won't until you know. I'm not intentionally trying to trick you.
Okay.
So that's I got Oscar Mayer at 5 and Ace Hardware at 4. So don't be Googling over there Ace Hardware / Oscar Mayer.
That's 100% what I was going to do. I'm not gonna use a guess here. I'm gonna save it, and then I'm just gonna be able to guess after every other one.
Or you can save all 4 until
after number 1.
Yeah. if you want.
I mean, I feel like I don't want,
Okay.
but you never know. Maybe I'm not going to have a clue. I have an idea. But I will not Google. I was going to Google. I will not Google. Number 4.
Number 4.
Luka Doncic.
Okay. Can I? It feels early to guess. I feel like I got a good guess on it.
Go ahead.
White basketball players.
No.
Okay.
You are incorrect. Would you like to guess again?
No. I'll hold a guess. So
Okay.
you got Larry at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Luka at 4.
Yeah.
Is Luka at 4 a hot take? I realize this is like playing Guess Who.
Oh, he's not the hottest take on my list.
Ooh. All right. Okay. I kind of. We'll wait.
You want to guess again?
No, I'll hold. My number 3 is Band-Aid. Band-Aid.
Okay. How specific do I have to get with the category? Okay, I'm going to take my first guess before I even answer that. Company started in Ohio.
No.
Okay.
No.
You got Band-Aid at 3.
Yeah. Oscar Mayer 5.
Okay.
Ace Hardware 4.
And it is not
And then Band-Aid at 3.
companies started in Ohio.
It is not companies started in Ohio. So those are my 5 through 3.
Ooh, I almost wanted to guess again right away.
It's hard to kind of fight that urge.
Yep.
Like, yeah, it's right there. You feel it.
Okay.
Do you want to guess?
I do, but I'm going to hold.
Right.
Diamond hands.
I was going to say diamond hands on those guesses.
Number 3, Baker Mayfield.
Okay. That would yeah, I wasted a guess there on the white basketball players when you're dropping Baker Mayfield at 3.
Right.
But do you follow my logic there?
No,
You got Larry at 5, Luka at 4. I mean, I don't know who you would have above those two in your.
You know who I would have above those 2.
Oh, that's true. Does he make an appearance on this list?
He may or may not.
Is he a gracious God King?
He may or may not be.
Okay. I will hold. I will diamond hands.
You're diamond handsing your guess?
Those guesses. All right. Okay. My number 2 is O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Producer Ashley over there lip syncing the O'Reilly Auto Parts.
So I've got Oscar Mayer, Ace Hardware, Band-Aid, and O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Oh. It's Jingles.
It is Jingles. It is absolutely Jingles.
What's
I was
Band-Aid?
so I'm stuck on a Band-Aid brand, so germs
Band-Aids
don't stick on me.
Okay.
She's over there singing it, and you can't see me. I'm giving her the
Right.
cut that shit out. Cut that shit out.
Honestly,
Don's gonna figure this out.
Had she not done that, I don't know if I'd have put it together.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. It's a great jingle.
But-
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
So she started doing that, and I was like, wait, my baloney has a first name?
I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Right.
Either one of those Oscar Mayers work.
But then my other one was, what is Ace Hardware?
Ace is the place with
the
the helpful hardware, folks.
Yeah.
And then Band-Aid is I'm stuck on a Band-Aid brand, so germs don't stick on me. Then you get your O'Reilly. So can I just blow my jingle load at this point, or you want to keep going down the?
Go ahead and blow your load.
So my honorable mention: Subway, $5 foot long.
You got Folgers in there?
I don't.
Folgers in your, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
I like the State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And then the only right answer at number 1, only right answer.
Mm-hmm.
I have an annuity, but I need cash
Now.
now. Call G.G. Wentworth. 877 cash now. I love it. 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
That's solid.
It's such a great jingle.
But
So, yes,
I like that you. One thing that I was talking to Garrett about ahead of time is how I intentionally chose not to do one category because I thought of it and thought that it was be really good for us to rank.
Yeah.
And then Garrett was like, I thought this one could be, but fuck it. We've got thousands of other topics.
we don't. I mean, I'm sure we'll figure something out. And I thought earlier, I almost said to you when we did
TV themes?
TV theme shows, and I was like, would you, since we're in a second mood, do you want to do jingles? Advertising jingles? JELLO, it's alive. There's all sorts of jingles out there.
G.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
877 cash now.
877 cash now.
Producer Ashley
Call
off
now.
screen, can't hear her, no microphone, is over there going, oh, Riley. It's like, hey, shut up.
You might have
You busted this whole thing open.
helped me
Ashley.
get this dub.
So, Don, you had what? 2 guesses?
Yep.
And you had it?
Got it on the second guess.
Thanks, Ashley. Thanks, honey. Appreciate it. You don't have a microphone, so no one can hear you. You can talk all you'd like, but.
All right. So number 2 on my list
Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
is Zydrunas Ilgauskas. He's a gracious God King. Mom always called him the bald eagle because she couldn't pronounce Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Which I give it. Yeah, I'm not about to be like, Deb, you couldn't pronounce Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Like, no, I get it. Gracious God King, though.
Right. I started calling him the gracious God King after 300 came out because it reminded me of Xerxes.
King Xerxes. I am a gracious God King. Zydrunas Ilgauskas is a gracious God King.
Also a gracious God King. He gave everybody else in the league a chance.
I've guessed one, right?
Mm-hmm. This is your chance to tie.
Is this list just a list of your favorite professional athletes?
No. Would you like to guess again?
I want to guess.
Or would you like me to say my honorable mention?
See, I don't know. Give me your honorable mention.
Peyton Hillis.
See, that's not helping. Then that's it?
Yeah, I have nobody else jumped out at me during this time period. So, yes. I mean, I can add a second honorable mention, which isn't going to be that far off. And I would say, like, Brian Urlacher.
I'm working really hard here to not make you a racist. Because everybody on your list is white.
That is correct. I have noticed that. Believe it or not.
So I don't want to, like, can I just guess your favorite white professional athletes?
You may guess that.
Is that it?
That is correct.
Because I'm trying not to just be like Don's favorite white professional athletes. So
is that more racist than just asking me, is this your just in general favorite athletes?
Favorite athletes.
Because that feels more racist.
I'm trying to think of who would be your number one.
It's very obvious.
Is Anderson Varejao white?
No.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
He's Brazilian. Is Luka Doncic white? No, he's from Latvia.
Is he from Latvia?
I think that's where white people are made.
I think that's the sole export of Latvia.
No, he's not from Latvia. Zdrunas Ilgauskas is from Latvia, though.
Are you sure?
No.
I was going to say
Luka is from Slovenia.
Slovenia, yeah.
And then
Zdrunas
Zdrunas.
Ilgauskas is Lithuanian.
Yeah, Latvia. That's like Europe is the size of the Glenbrook Mall. You can walk from Latvia from there. We can walk to Germany from England or from
France.
From London.
What did you said one time? You said that
He's from one of those Soviet satellites.
you said
Some
that
sort of
Manu Ginobili
Manu Ginobili.
is European. I said he's from Argentina, and you said, "Yep, European." No, that's not how this works. You're like, Manu Ginobili is European. I'm like, he's from Argentina. See, European. Nope, that's incorrect. So who would be your number one?
Do you want me to give you hints, or do you want me to tell you?
No, I want to sit here and think about it for a moment, because I would have probably, if someone was to ask, who's Don's favorite white professional athlete, I would have said, oh, it's Zdrunas Ilgauskas.
Mm-hmm. He's my favorite white basketball player.
Who do you call the Great White Hope?
Peyton Hillis.
Okay. Before you give me your number one, let's go ahead and get a mention from one of our lovely sponsors. All right, so we're waiting on Don's number
Did
one.
that music just like did that fairy wand help you figure out what my number one was? Because I saw a glint of realization in your eyes, but I could be wrong.
No, I'm trying. I'm racking the brain, and I don't know, Don. I don't know who your number one.
He's a footballer.
Oh, it's Brett Favre.
It's Brett fucking Favre. And it's not close.
I'm sitting here like, who is Don's fate? Like, what is that? I mean, of the guys who have taken a picture of their crank wearing Crocs, Brett Favre is also number one.
So that was going to be my next hint was going to be you've seen a picture of his crank.
So it can't be Greg Oden.
Right. And that was originally going to be my top 5 was celebrities whose
penis you've seen.
Whose penis you've seen.
Ray J at 5.
Chris Evans at 4.
That's true.
Brett Favre at 2.
Greg
Oden at 1.
Right, just for the sheer.
I don't even know who's going to be at number 3. Dave Beckham.
You seen David Beckham's crank?
I don't think I have. I saw a picture of him on a magazine cover where it was like took 3 hands to cover up where his dick was.
So Brett Favre at 1. Yeah, that makes okay.
Like
yeah.
even miles
I apologize.
above even Zdrunas Ilgauskas.
Yeah, I apologize for it even taking that long. I knew that. And the fact that you had to give me that big of a hint is sad.
Well, I thought I was giving you a hint when I said Zdrunas was my number 1 basketball player. You would go to a different sport.
Yeah, I just was
maybe baseball. But
I was like, I know you don't. I was like, I know you don't like baseball. I don't like hockey. So I'm sitting here like, is Andre Agassi Don's favorite white professional athlete? Like, really? Over Baker Mayfield and Zdrunas Ilgauskas? I'm surprised Luka has passed Larry Bird in your list.
So the reason for that, I had Peyton Hillis at 5, and Luka at 4, and I was like, but Larry Bird, Larry Legend,
like the black NBA players call him Larry Legend,
right? And my thought process was, I really like Larry Bird, but I never got to watch Larry Bird play.
Right.
So everything that I know about Larry Bird is him being a GM for the Pacers, and
I mean, he killed it at that too.
Right.
Coach the Pacers in the NBA Finals.
Him now being the president of the Pacers, and like YouTube videos, which are really solid, and I really like Larry Bird. There's a reason that he's the only person on this list who I never watched play any sports ball
live.
Right. On television as it was occurring.
Right. He was playing, right, not in person, but.
So, and I like Luka because he looks like he wouldn't be as athletic as
if you saw that guy walking down the street, you wouldn't guess. I bet that's an NBA player.
Right. And you wouldn't with
like
Larry
a
either.
like a top flight NBA player.
And,
Right, Larry Bird looks like a garbage man.
And I guess I might have Luka above Larry only because of the potential.
Okay.
I don't think Luka's going to end his career because he blew his back out pouring asphalt in his mom's driveway 10 years into the NBA.
That's not what happened.
But he did do that. He effed up his back pouring asphalt in his mom's driveway.
He effed up his back carrying Indiana State to the finals in 1979.
Then
Put
carrying the Celtics for 20 years.
He's dragging Walton and Lambeer up and down the floor every night. I'm surprised that Luka has. So, do you think Baker at 3 is your biggest hot take?
I think Zadrunas at 2 is the biggest hot take because nobody listening to this knows who Zadrunas Ilgauskas is. Like, almost nobody, other than Zadrunas Ilgauskas, who I'm assuming is listening
Right,
to this.
naturally, it's fair to assume that Zadrunas Ilgauskas listens to the podcast.
Right. So,
but if you would have asked me, I guess I should have been like, Brett Favre is number 1, Zadrunas Ilgauskas 2, and then I would have probably struggled.
Yeah.
I would have got Baker Mayfield probably in the top 5. I know how much you love Bake. Even though you're like, 5 years from now, I'm taking Baker Mayfield over Joe Burrow as a better quarterback. I'm like, Don's got the CTE just coming in his brain right now.
I think
just growing right now. You can watch it.
I think that there's a really good chance that he will be.
Watch him say this sentence. You can just see the CTE grow.
Baker will be a better quarterback than Joe Burrow in 5 years, but that's because Joe Burrow will be out of the league because he plays for the Bengals. He made it 6 games before, maybe 8, before they ruined his season, possibly his career. Like, I know that he's on track to come back on the first week of the season, but will he ever be the same?
Who can be sure?
Who can say where the road goes, where the wind blows?
I think
only time.
I sung that song to producer Ashley in my sleep the other night.
You do a bunch of weird shit in your sleep. Like when we were in college during March Madness, I went down to your room. You were sleeping on your top bunk you had the bottom bunk.
Yeah, I had the bottom bunk.
Because Sean's not that big of an idiot to put you on the top
right,
bunk.
Yeah. You don't want me landing on you. And I probably couldn't have got up there if I wanted to.
But you, woke up and, yelled at us to fill out our brackets or to leave your bracket alone, and then took all the brackets and then shoved them down between your bunk bed and the wall. Like, okay.
That wasn't Garrett. That was whoever comes out to play at night.
You mean at 3 p.m. on a Sunday?
Ashley was doing something in the kitchen the other night, and it was loud as hell. And I woke up, and I went to the bathroom and came back to bed, and she had come to bed, and she said something to me, and I was like, you can set off a fucking fireworks show in the middle of the night in our kitchen, but when you come to bed, it's, who can say where the road goes? And she was like, do you remember singing to me last night? Like, nope. Sure don't.
So some of the jingles that I think of, we're just going to rotate, and now I'm going to talk about the ones. We probably have time.
Yeah, we got time.
I think we went through that pretty quick.
It was roughly 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So we got time.
Did you do $5 footlong?
Yeah, yep.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Those are my honorable mentions.
Did you do State Farm?
Yeah.
I should have listened when you were talking.
I thought you were writing my list down.
I once I got it right, I stopped writing your list down. I just started singing one. They're magically delicious. Lucky Charms. I don't particularly like Lucky Charms.
But the magically delicious is.
I'm sure everybody loves hearing you drink your mellow yellow through the microphone. What is I'm looking at commercial jingles. Oh. Nationwide is on your side. Oh, there it is. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Oh, yeah.
What would you do
For a Klondike bar. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Like, you ever had a Klondike bar? Not great.
Right. I wouldn't do that much for
They're
him.
not good, but the jingle's awesome.
Would you kill a man?
No. So I'm sitting over here trying to make my list of 5
White athletes.
And so I have a question that I feel like puts you in a bad spot.
NASCAR's an athlete.
Not, not what I was getting at. Not where I was going at all.
Oh, you can put me in all the bad spots you want. I just won't answer if I don't want to answer.
Is Ichiro Suzuki white?
No. He's Japanese.
But
He's not white.
well, then what is he?
Japanese.
Okay.
Asian.
I love Ichiro Suzuki.
He's not white.
Okay.
Like it's
so
he would not put white on a college application.
Right. Fair. You obviously know my number 1.
Did you say Eli?
I'm trying to think of what my 2 through 5 would be. Even though he left, I think Sergei Bobrovsky is on that list.
Okay.
I would have former Chicago Cubs pitcher Kerry Wood in that.
Is
list.
Sammy Sosa white?
He's trying to be. He's trying to be. Yikes on Sammy lately. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yeah, I don't know that I would go. I don't know that I can go 5 through 1 off the top of my head.
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that.
Kit Kat bar. So you're saying we should have done jingles
As a full podcast?
as a full.
Quite possibly, but I think we would have had some repeats.
If Ashley hadn't sat there and said, "Oh, O'Reilly,"
I would have gotten it
after J.G. Wentworth. J.G. Wentworth.
Because as soon as you said J.G.
Bust.
Wentworth, I'd have been like,
877 cash now. Oh, hey, you're doing jingles. Got it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
See, that was a very popular one when I was researching.
I'm loving
Like,
it.
is there anything I'm forgetting? And there was a lot of like, I'm loving it from McDonald's is the best jingle of all time. I'm like, no. You're not even including 800-588-2300 Empire Today. You got to get the J.G. Wentworth is absolutely in the top 5. Might not, we can argue on one spot number 1 or not, but J.G. Wentworth is the top 5 jingle.
Ooh, what was good? What was good?
Good jingle. I don't know.
Campbell's.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Arby's. We have the meat. It's not really a
I
song.
was going to say, it's not
It's
a
a
jingle.
slogan.
So Peyton Manning thing at 1 for me.
Yep,
in
I knew
my-
Peyton Manning was at 1.
Peyton Manning, Sergei Bobrovsky, Kerry Wood is in that list.
Okay. Jeff Samardzija.
Tom Zibikowski. He was
Just slowly alienating even the white people in our audience. I don't know who any of these people
well, he sounds
are.
like
You just saying obscure football players for Notre Dame in the mid 2000s?
Say Tom Zibikowski played safety at every game. Aaron Kraft. Well, Aaron Kraft never was really professional.
He kind of was.
Not really.
John Diebler,
I was going to say John Diebler. Not really.
European professional, which is like
Which is minor league.
not quite college.
Yeah, I don't know who would be in my 5 through 1.
Nikola Jokic.
No.
Who? Austin Collie.
Oh, what a guy.
Craig Krenzel. Matt Wilhelm.
Is Blake Griffin white?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
You ever seen a white person with hair like that?
Yes.
No, you haven't.
Because he's the only one, and he's not white.
That was a little shorter of an episode today.
I liked it, though. That was fun producer Ashley didn't help me out here.
No, she gave you the old stiff one up the pooper. I don't know what that means.
You couldn't even get that out without laughing.
No, she fucked you there.
She did. She did. I don't know how bleeping during the song's going to go, but we'll try it. We'll find out. Don, let people know how they can follow you on the old tweet machine.
At Donnie_G. And you can follow me by clicking the blue and white follow button. If you are also signed into Twitter.
Awful literal there, Don. You can find the podcast at Rankum Podcast. And you can download wherever it is you listen to your podcast. We're also on YouTube. We've got a video version of the podcast. Would love to have you check out. Also, you can find me on Twitter at Garrett C. Wright, and we'll check in with you next time right here on the Rankum Podcast.
Bye.